Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get £1 million with 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join and get access to the exclusive in-depth strategy video, information is available in the description below. In the previous video we did an important update on ticker symbol MMTLP as well as looking at MULN Automotive. In today's video we're also going to be doing a follow-up on MULN Automotive as well later on, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be looking at ticker symbol REV Revlon, so stay tuned for that. And then we're also going to be looking at another update for ticker symbol MMTLP following on from the previous video. So before we make a start on that, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the markets close of play today. So quick headline here. Post-market from Yahoo Finance is the stocks go nowhere, Powell calls recession a possibility. So officially you could say we are now in a bear market. We're not officially in a recession, but again, strong rumors that a recession is probably around the corner, maybe by the end of the year. So again, lots of strategies involved to hopefully avoid this. So in terms of what happened today, US stocks were lower overall, but not by a significant amount. So in terms of the S&P 500, that was down 0.13%. The Dow and the Nasdaq both down approximately 0.15%. Let's now first of all start by having a look at the chart for ticker symbol MMAT, Meta Materials. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. So the good news is the stock has been doing exceptionally well recently. So today, close of market, we can see the stock is up in excess of 4.3%. What we can also see in terms of what's happened with the stock over the previous 5 days, the stock is also up in excess of 23%. So lots of positive momentum here. But if we look at the 1 month chart here, the one thing I'd like to point out is again, the chart is certainly looking very bullish, and the reason for that is the moving average for 50 days and the moving average for 200 days potentially about to cross there on the 1 month chart. So this is a potential sign here that we may be looking at a golden cross. So again, positive news here in terms of overall momentum. In terms of resistance, hopefully we've got strong resistance just below $1.80. So fingers crossed for the positive momentum to continue in the chart for Meta Materials. Let's now have a look at the chart for ticker symbol MMTLP, the special preference share. So again, very interesting here. So I'm going to share with you the 5-day chart for MMTLP. Again, this is up quite significantly in excess of 33% over the previous 5 days. And you'll see just prior to the 21st of June, this was trading fairly flat around about $1.30, and at one point it did reach spike very close to the $2 mark, and again showing strong support above $1.50 up till the 22nd of June, and right now seems to showing strong support just above $1.60 at present period. So right now today, close of play up in excess of 7%. So tremendous momentum here also in MMTLP. I'm now going to start the video by looking at some important questions from many of the viewers and discussing some of these questions and hopefully elaborating on providing some further information to many of the viewers. So starting off here by a shout out to Justin Whaler, and on the comments here he said, "Great stuff, Ali. Did I see something about MMTLP Webull in a previous video? Would MMTLP holders be able to sell on Webull if it squeezes ? So those of you who saw my previous video will know that I did raise a concern that on some trading platforms you are unable to trade MMTLP, and in particular the ones I'm aware of is certainly many of the European based ones, including Trading 212. So let's now have a look at what the general situation is according to what I know. So from what I've seen in terms of Fidelity, again, the latest information I've seen, again, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but you can sell but not buy. So that's the latest information I have for Fidelity. In terms of TD Ameritrade, again, similar situation. You can still be bought and sold. So that one on TD Ameritrade, you can buy and sell, but not on Fidelity. And then finally, for the American market, we're looking at Webull. Situation with Webull is you can sell but not buy. So again, very important distinction there. And finally, one thing I'd like to cover now for the people in Europe and the UK especially, and that is on Trading 212. Unfortunately, on Trading 212, you cannot buy and you cannot sell. So the preference share is frozen until we get an outcome. So from the Trading 212 page here, one thing I'd like to respond to in some additional comments, some people have suggested you transfer MMTLP to another broker that allows you to sell. And from the information I have seen, again, please correct me if I'm wrong here, according to Trading 212, the answer is no. So what they have said here, can I transfer my shares from or to another broker? No, it specifies in specified transfers are not yet supported on our platform. Therefore, if you have existing assets, you will need to sell them first. So that basically means they are unable to transfer elsewhere to sell. For the next question, I'm going to give a shout out here to D. Sullivan. So he's also asked a very important question. So let's have a look at what this is. Again, this is a question in response to one of the previous videos. So he stated here, how does the shorts must cover work in practice? What is the enforcement mechanism? What if they can't cover? So again, very important question. So again, a special thanks to 5 Rings number 16 here for assisting in the answer, and what he said the brokers will. So that's correct. The brokers do have the responsibility of ensuring that this takes place. So following on from the comments there, it says, what specifically will they do? So again, special thanks out again to 5 Rings, who said the shorts are held by the brokers. The brokers will liquidate the account to cover. Enforcement is done by the brokers, and they can, I believe, there are around 20 million shorts. Again, not confirmed. I think a moderate short squeeze will cause tens of millions of shares to become available to buy for brokers. And because there may only be 15 days to cover, so this is in response to a comment from John Berder himself, who said it's between 10 and 15 days to cover. So that's the time that the shorts will have once we get the ex-dividend date from the company. The brokers just might take the charge from day one after announcement. They may not let individuals do it themselves and just liquidate. So what we're talking about in terms of individuals here is the shorts and the hedge funds. So what this, in terms of, if you watch my previous video, one of the things I speculated on here, that this pressurized and forced selling could potentially lead to a squeeze in MMTLP, certainly. But the problem is, if you've just seen in my previous question, many people can only sell but not buy. So what's going to happen here? Many people are restricted in buying, but not some more people are able to sell. But the others who are not able to sell, they may not benefit if the squeeze goes far beyond our expectations. And the next question is a shout out to Jonathan. So this is a similar question and a follow-on question from the previous one. So what he said, if many cannot sell, in terms of what we just discussed, that may help the squeeze to rise further for those who have the opportunity to sell. So yes, I do agree. Certainly there is a potential of a squeeze there. If many people cannot sell, they are forced to hold. So we have restrictions there, but I think the pressure of less people being able to buy could also certainly cause problems for the shorts as well. And the next question is with regards to how we get paid. So again, many of the viewers are still a little bit confused, so I'm going to give a shout out here to you fools. So again, excuse the name there. He stated here, I'm getting confused with this. What happens for us in Europe and the UK? How do we get paid? So again, this is with regard to information provided by John Berder, which states that the spin out is going to transfer the MMTLP into a private company. The private company will be known as Oilco. It will not have a ticker symbol. It will not be trading on a public platform. So the question here is, well, how we're going to get paid. So another shout out here to Craig Dubbs. It converts to Oilco shares and you get paid when sold. So strictly speaking, yes, that is a correct answer. Matt Gray's also followed on, said, we'll get paid as per the original plan when Oilco gets sold as a company. The cash will go straight into your account. So Oilco will be set up as a private company, but when that happens, we will not get paid. So we can only get paid once there is a buyer. So in terms of if we speculate, and officially they've not announced that there is a buyer, but if we speculate, there may be a buyer, but due to legal reasons, due to confidentiality reasons, they are not able to say. So that is certainly possible. So and again, a lot of people do believe this because momentum seems to be positive. John Berder seems to be positive, and fingers crossed, we are all hoping that this is true. So finally, Jason at the bottom has also chipped in by saying, can people in the UK and Sweden who feel trapped and not able to sell MMTLP open an internet account with Fidelity Schwab and transfer the holdings and sell from there? So again, this was covered in the previous question with regards to trading 212. That does not allow you to transfer, but I do believe other brokers will allow that. And the final question here, shout out to Lot of Lotto, and the question she's asked here is, after spin out to Oilco, someone then buys Oilco, what happens next? I'm sorry, I'm just a little lost. So this is a question with regard to after we have a buyer. So again, important and good question there. So another shout out here to Kerry, who said that your shares in Oilco become shares in the new company. So if you refer back to one of my previous videos, what I speculated upon is, from the 8 companies, which one do you think is most likely to buy Oilco? Not the one you would like, but most likely. And if you refer back to the previous video, the most popular option was ConocoPhillips. So again, let's follow on with regard to this question. And what Kerry's also said here is in terms of the squeeze and the run-up, after we get announcement of the ex-dividend date, there's a possibility that MMTLP could go higher than an unknown dividend payment. So again, yes, anything is possible. So with regard to the question at the bottom, again, special thanks and shout out to Alan, who's helped out here in the comments, and he said, assume it's Exxon and there is a share swap, then you get Exxon shares. So that will be something that is negotiated in terms of the value. So Exxon will negotiate with Meta for now in terms of potential valuation for Oilco. Once that's agreed, then hopefully we will get a premium price on valuation for our holdings in Oilco. What I'd now like to do is take a look at ticker symbol REV, also known as Revlon. This is a stock that we were looking at last year around about November, and again it's another stock that we've been focusing on again since the 16th of June. So for just a shout out to the Discord here where we called it on the 16th of June. Then I got another shout out here to one of the Discord members on the 18th of June who provided some information with regard to Revlon after it was going up 123%. So remember, this is a shout out that was provided previous day week of trading on the Friday. So if the buyout is announced, so there is a rumor of a buyout for Revlon, it could go up maybe 40 plus, but even possibly 100% plus. So in terms of an announcement, again, with something that we're waiting for. And then finally, I'm going to share with you a copy of our weekly watch list that we shared with the Discord members here. And you will see here on the 19th of June, just prior to trading on the Tuesday, we called out at the top, Revlon is a potential buyout from an Indian conglomerate and rated #1 on Fintel's short squeeze. We also called out Mullen Automotive as well, among some other stocks. So what I'd now like to do is have a look at the chart for ticker symbol REV. Right here I'm going to share with you the 5-day chart, and the stock is up a staggering 280%. So again, special thanks to the Discord member who called this out, and also congratulations to everybody in the Discord who managed to get in Revlon. And we can see just today its stock is up in excess of 33.17%, closing at $8.07. And at one point we can also see the stock was trading very, very close to the $10 mark and reaching a high of $9.89. So tremendous momentum here, but again, with stocks like these, we always advise you to protect your profits and also potentially also add in a stop loss. So let's have a look at what the reasons are and why this stock has been following a very bullish momentum. So I'm going to share with you a headline here just that was posted after market close on Wednesday, June 22nd, and the headline from Yahoo Finance here is latest meme stock Revlon surges more than 50% in heavy trading. So what are the key reasons for this? So this is a low float stock. So shares of the $330 million market cap company, which filed for bankruptcy last Wednesday, are up in excess of 400% since its lows of around about June the 14th, which is when we were calling this stock. So again, overall it is the second most traded stock by brokerage customers of Fidelity on the Wednesday, following on only on from the shares of Tesla. So again, that's quite staggering. Market cap was less than 100 million, so obviously it's a low float stock. Retailers bought approximately $8.3 million worth of shares of Revlon on Tuesday, and it's the highest ever recorded for the stock in terms of volume there. So a rally was reminiscent of something that happened earlier in a car rental company, but so again, unique and unprecedented for a stock like this. Finally, I'd like to finish off by giving congratulations to everybody again who managed to get into symbol MULN. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. The good news here, momentum is very, very positive for MULN Automotive. You'll see on the screen here, the stock was up again in difficult trading conditions today in excess of 5.26%. We do know that the catalysts are imminent for this, and they're all due, both of the catalysts are due in June. And again, details of these catalysts you can catch in the previous video. But what's also interesting here, of the previous 5 days, this stock is up in excess of 42%. Finally, if anybody would like to get advanced notification of stocks such as REV, MULN Automotive, Redbox, and also have live trade discussions with regards to stocks such as MMTLP, you can join the Discord for little as $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.